Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Dyson Dynamics. I am your host, statistically, your friend. And these three, not four, players DM. Not joining us today is Sam. Sam is not here. Sam is at other places. I hope you're having fun. At Dyson Dynamics, our tagline is we take the WotC modules and make them better. Before we start today's game in full, one of the features of the Rime of the Frostmaiden campaign that I will be using is a little system called Frost checks. What they are is they are a constitution check when the party is subject to extreme cold. So while the party is in protected and heated places like tent towns or other designated safe areas, for every moment they're exposed to the absolutely body shattering cold, they have to make a frost check. There are multiple modifiers that impact the roll. So the players have to be a 15 on the die. Well, with the modifiers, but things like their own constitution. Are they sharing body heat with someone else? Do they have a torch? All impact it, as well as do they have warm gear on? Are they taking a shelter? Things like that can negatively impact the roll, which is why I have my party in Foundry. I found that system a little complicated, a little hard, especially for me to remember all of the modifiers, which I have reached out to a very lovely friend of mine through Rebel, Jesse, who developed a little thing for us. Now, if my players can go to the tool section on the left, there should be a little widget thing that has a snowflake on it. And when you click on that snowflake, it should prop up another tool thing that has a dice at the way top, and it says roll frost check. Let me know if you guys can get there.
Yep, I see it.
Yep,
Oh,
go ahead. Roll your frost check. Fuck around with it. Add the modifiers you would like, please.
I'm dead.
cool.
Anyways, so thank you so much to Jesse, who has not given me a charity or some type of publicity thing he would like me to plug. So next session, I will be plugging something of his. That is all, and the party can stay on Foundry for roles as need be, but we will not be consulting Foundry past this point. Move us to the group scene. Hell yes. That all being said, just last night, the party had a dreadful encounter with Arbiter Holloway, a agent with suspected associations with Neverwinter, specifically Prince Corollas. The party had a fight. They won that fight. And after calling in to Captain Elizabeth Elenos, were able to secure a little emergency ride to Bryn Shandir, where they returned the Princess Vecna to Elsie. After a very mortifying, impersonal, and disappointing experience with Bryn Shandir guards, the party made their way over to a public autopsy being set up by the Knights of the Black Sword. There, the party discovered that the Knights of the Black Sword were performing a public autopsy on a prisoner's cadaver from Revel's End. Duvessa Shane met with them, and while meeting with Duvessa Shane overlooking the autopsy, the body on the slab began to breathe. It is there that we will begin the session. And the party is in the theater house. And like I've said before, this theater house has been reappropriated and changed classifications so many times. You guys are in a opera balcony that at one point must have been like an AV room, housed mechanical equipment. You can see that the walls have been like stripped down, then plastered, then stripped again. And there are outlets and various like exposed machinery where they're outfitting this room for something else again. Body's breathing over at the slab. Legato, I understand that you are looking over, right? That you are like hips to the railing looking at the scene.
Yes.
I'm going to ask out of nicety. And where are you stationed in the opera house? Seats were brought out for the party.
I believe she was talking with Legato when the declaration that the cadaver was breathing was made. So right next to Legato, but she's not straining to look because she can't see. So.
And then, Mark, where are you placed about in the opera house?
Probably just chilling in the chair. He doesn't really care for this shit. So he's probably just sitting, looking like he has fucks here. But
Okay, interesting. Thank you.
Grip is too cool for this.
he doesn't care about science that much.
Duvessa, right next to Legato, flinches. She doesn't show it on her face, but like her shoulders kind of rock back. There is a second that she needs to compute, and then she'll say, "Is he undead?" You'll see the scientists down there looking over. One of them like checks for a pulse. Another one of them takes a scalpel and like tries to draw blood, but there's none. And after a minute, they'll say, "No, not undead." And Duvessa will kind of... It's just a facsimile of life. Likely why Neverwinter and other officials at Revel's End had taken a biomedical interest in this cadaver. Proceed as normal, but keep an eye on pulse. If anything changes, move on to the secondary plan. And she'll lean back from the railing and summon Dimitri, and we'll beckon him over, and she'll say, "Go and tell Roy, Greg, and Beryl that they can proceed with lunch plans and kind of wave him off. And she'll see that the like autopsy isn't quite continuing, and she'll kind of gesture impatiently with her hand and step away from the railing.
What do you mean, secondary plan? If you don't mind asking.
No, I don't mind asking at all. To put him out if he is conscious. I don't suspect he is, because his blood, well, you saw if he was alive, there would be a lot of blood on account of incisions made on his body. I doubt that his body, based on my limited medical understanding, is he doesn't have enough blood to be alive. So we can't medically put him out, bonk him on the head, decapitate him, whatever that means.
Okay, that's interesting. I don't know what to say, I'm afraid.
What is there to say? What is there to say? As I understand, a few of you also had some interest. I haven't had full time to go through some of the records preserved from Revel's End, but from members who have, people I know who have, your prison designations came up a lot.
What, for like medical or just in general?
A prisoner who, as I understand it, had a bit of a work prison program. He was tasked with sample withdrawing from Miss Anne. Just curious if you had any insight into why.
I'm sorry. You think I'm going to expound on that to the lady that just detailed needing to cut a head off because the body isn't really behaving the way that she might like? You can see why I'd be a little apprehensive to do that.
I feel like our professional relationship is past any type of apprehension over the abnormal.
Professionals get paid.
Okay. You were paid.
Oh, for what?
For your initial mission here, Anne.
Right, right. And you know, the funny thing about getting paid for jobs is that you don't work for free outside the confines of the thing that you agreed to do. And recounting my experiences inside Revel's End is additional work, which I will not be doing for free.
Okay. Name your price.
Ooh, actually, that's the other great thing. I'm an at-will employee, and I don't will. I'm not interested at all. So,
Also, why would you need her to expound on it if he filled out all the stuff correctly, if he was taking samples from her and whatnot? Wouldn't you already know what the reason was?
No, the good doctor was committing fraud and lying to the intended recipients.
That's nice to hear.
Yes, I agree.
Interesting.
Not that much of a priority to me. Just an interest. I'm sure we'll know it or not. Not too much of a concern for me. And as she trails off, there's some like kind of gasping from the crowd as like an organ is kind of gently removed. And as if on cue, a voice will like come out from the hall and it just says, "Wizard duel! They're fighting in the square! Wizard duel!"
Rip jumps up fucking quickly and goes, "Finally, something fun to do." So
That-
he'll
Quick
go,
question. Wait. DM, is Surf here or did she like dip?
Taking a look around, dipped. I mean, they started like trying to do bloodletting and she cleared.
Sir, I'm sorry, Rip, are you sure that's not our wizard?
"Well, I want to see her get her ass kicked, so yeah, I'm going." And he's running. Now he wants to go see if it's his sister getting his ass kicked. Getting her ass.
Clearing out of the opera house, it looks like you and basically like everyone else in the opera house had the same idea.
Let's fuck.
It is like one, a little eerie how quickly, as like people started to come out of the house, how quickly like guards are just kind of plain cloth regular citizens like stepped in to control the crowd. People were like splitting the crowd, the throng of people streaming out to pick up anyone who dropped. Like, this is a very organized exiting of the place. Anne and Legato, do you stay?
No, absolutely not.
Legato stays for now.
Interesting. Okay. Trying to think over. Anne, are you joining? Are you going to look at the wizard duel? Hell yes.
Yes.
Riptide and Anne heading out and following after the crowd of people. The crowd like getting directions from like various children or other like town criers saying like, "It's over here, it's over here." It doesn't take long. You go through like one street before you start to hear the sounds of what can only be a wizard duel. The crack of wands and components getting like fizzed out of existence. People like yelling out in commands, that kind of like ozone. It feels like it's about to rain.
Oh,
Just this like heavy cloud of atmosphere. And in a empty space on one of the widest roads, a kind of like platform, a significant section of the road has been cleared out of snow and debris by what has to be, fireball, other spells. Fighting are three men, all in very color coordinated attire. A gentleman in red garb, a gentleman in green garb, and a gentleman in blue garb.
Oh, the thrupple's fighting.
And it isn't totally discernible what their fight was about. They're not they're kind of too busy like saying spells and blocking other spells and doing like counter spell chains to have time to throw any quips.
Mhm.
But there are people out with like lawn chairs, and someone is already selling popcorn.
Oh, he's gonna wave a popcorn down, and he's gonna lean over to anybody close and goes, So what's this one about? What happened?
A shopkeeper, a gossip, a rumor girl, doesn't really matter. She'll lean in and go, well, I don't know. So I just joined up, but I'd seen these boys around. You know, those little like arcane brotherhood guys?
Mhm.
Well, I'd seen them around. I think it's a lover's quarrel. That's what I think.
Interesting.
And will lean in to Rip's other side and will say, or it's a distraction.
Yeah, that honestly makes more sense. It's a lot of fun. Has nothing to do with us.
Legato.
To what it has to do.
For the people who remain in the opera house, as people have like fully cleared out, guards who had pushed people out will step in and start kind of shuffling out everyone else. People get brought into side rooms, or every like excuse is made under the sun until it's you, Duvessa, the scientist, and the body. A few minutes will go by. A guard, a woman, will come into the building and say, everybody out, and Duvessa will go, okay, close up the body, and we'll close up the body. And she'll turn to Legato and she'll say, wonderful. So, speaker.
Newly appointed, still getting the hang of it.
If I'm right, and I am, there's going to be a camera crew outside, and they're going to have some questions for you. Do you have stage fright?
No.
Good. 3 Dugansville speakers ago behead a very, very shy gentleman. I feel like he became speaker just so by the time he was done with all of the baby kissing and handshakings and how do you do's that he was welcoming of death. Strange figure.
Do you remember his name? Is he still around?
Do you know what happens to do? You know what
Well,
happens to you at the end of the
I
month?
know what happens to him.
No, he's not around.
Hmm.
He I have tried to reach you over the speaker badge. Is
that
do you
a thing? He fiddles with it and takes it off. Is this also work as a sanding stone?
Yes, it communicates between all of the other speakers. Were you not informed of this?
They just Duvessa, they handed it to me so we could help them and we wouldn't get arrested again. They needed a guy, and it ended up being decided that I was that guy. For what reason? I don't know. Last resort.
Do you
But
intend on staying speaker?
he's quiet and his like ears like fall back. Only if they let me.
Well, uh, the important thing is, now that you're here, I don't care much for your retinue. They can say what they say, but as speaker, and she's already like licking her fingers and like adjusting some of like Legato's like clothing, matting down some of his fur. And she just, all of the zaps and zings, it just, occasionally she'll kind of like, but this does not bother her. And she'll say, but it's important that we stay on a united front. I will do my best not to disagree with anything that you've said or contradict with anything that you've said. When people ask you questions, you say we, the offices of. You do not say I. Do you understand? We.
Yes.
You can say I if it's I and my retinue. But it is important we are a united people. Second, don't negotiate, don't compromise. Okay.
As far as the sending stone goes, does it like glow or vibrate when somebody contacts me?
No, you should get a well it screens sendings. And so you'll need to speak your town motto, which will then open up there's a little creature inside that remembers the messages and will pass it on to you.
Are you having me on?
What did you just say?
Are you pulling my leg?
Oh. Maybe the creature thing isn't real, but I don't know how this works. But there is a thing inside of the speaker badge that stores the image. No, don't bludgeon him. Is he talking? Don't.
Is he making noise down there?
I think so. He's not struggling.
Legato kind of motions. What's he gonna do? Everything's gonna fall out if he tries to sit up. It's not a fun experience.
No? Do we do this often?
No. We do not.
Sorry, you put me on my back leg. I don't know. There's a thing inside of it that processes and stores sendings, and so that way it will alert you.
Do I have to feed it? Will it die? Is that why I haven't been getting anything?
Well, no, I've never had any issues with feeding it, but maybe it feeds off of the messages that you tell it to go away.
Okay.
I can't speak to it. Perhaps the last speaker hasn't. Well, you've spent time with it, right? Caressing it, holding it, trying to understand it. Have you spent at least an hour of your time uninterrupted trying at all to attune to it, to identify it, anything like that?
I didn't know there was a little creature in it. Otherwise, I would have been doing all that. It's just kind of like when we go out, I try and keep it warm, but that's mostly out of habit than anything else.
Well, do you know how to attune?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I do.
Wonderful. We'll just try and attune to it and then get back to me and we can troubleshoot it.
If I'm asked a question directly, can I say I? I mean, like about me.
I would keep in mind that all questions directed to you are about this. They are never asking you a question about you. They are asking you a broader question. They are always asking a broader question. Okay. Let's go out and brace ourselves for the worst. Unless you'd like to stay in here and make conversation with your old coworker.
No, like I said, I didn't. He looks like he's looking like this over the edge. I never really talked to him. He was just like the regular social butterfly. So
Interesting. You see that the body is, as the scientists are like working to put the body back together, occasionally the body will like convulse and then stop. And that some of these scientists have now gone to like holding down the body so as to not disrupt the putting it back together part. Cutting back to Anne and Riptide. The fighting will stop with the man in blue winning the fight. What had happened is the one in red had tried to cast some spell. Not entirely sure what spell, and the world will never know because he was immediately counterspelled. Who tried to counterspell back? Who was counterspelled back? And it seems like the gentleman in blue won the duel. The three of them walk off in separate directions, pushing past the crowd or like kind of going into an alleyway, letting steam off. Some crowd murmuring. A good bulk of the people kind of dissipate away, but now like little clusters of conversation have been formed, with Riptide at the mercy of the shopkeep who had just narrated the like entire past week that she has seen the three gentlemen around. It is a little bit borderline stalking, but it seems like this woman just has a good memory, and she says on multiple occasions, you just don't forget it. You just don't forget little young bucks like that in their little flamboyant garb. They hardly have on any furs, and they've got on those ridiculous little hats.
Yeah, no, makes sense. They're ugly.
Thank you. I don't get it. All of the girls in town keep saying, "Oh, I want a dashing hero in one of those hats. I want a dashing hero in all of that color." I just don't buy it. I just think when I think of a wizard, I don't think fashion. I don't think color. It's
No, you think of an
ridiculous.
idiot with too much power about it.
No, I think of a very old man.
Yeah, that makes sense too.
Or maybe one of those like little witchy goth women.
Mm. Yeah, I heard those are around too.
Tattoos.
Yeah,
I also think
seen a few
people
of
with
those.
tattoos.
What, you don't like tattoos?
I just think that they go on to interesting folks.
Hmm. You think it's not for everybody or for nobody?
I think it's for people who want to make their own choices.
Interesting.
I know several women like this.
Well, I appreciate the gossip. Definitely an interesting fight. There was a little bit more bloodshed, but can't have it all.
Well, I mean, you like blood?
Men used to be melee fighters.
I enjoy the cause of.
Well, if you ever find yourself at the Northern Outlook, there's an after dessert special that you might get a kick out of.
Care to share what that is?
No. You'd have to see it for yourself. But just ask for the menu after closing. When they call for whatever it is, last drinks, last call, wait until the bar is fully closed and then just ask for a menu. And it should be all good from there. But I think you'd love it. It's such a good, it's an old school 10 Towns theater. It's great.
Wait for the bar to close and ask for a menu.
Yes.
Thank you. Appreciate that. And may I ask your name?
No.
Worth a shot.
I love the gumption. She'll like stop herself from saying something, but she'll just kind of like pat Riptide's shoulder, and she'll say, "Well, I've got to get going." They said that Cobalt Landier is at the Leaping Lily Orphanage, so I'm just gonna see if I can catch a glimpse.
Good luck.
Thank you. Goodbye, miss. And she'll leave.
They think Cobalt is Uncle Cobalt's scary. Wait till they meet Auntie Kira.
I
You okay?
kind of got the sense that she wasn't going to just see, but it sounds like he'll be fine.
Oh, yeah. Or she'll get her arms ripped off. Either way, it's gonna be funny to watch if I was there. Told you, Aunt Kira does not play.
Why are wizard duels so fucking boring?
Because it's all about counter curses and not about actually fucking doing damage.
Yeah,
Stupid.
I was kind of expecting to hear like, I don't know, a fireball like the one that went off on us go off, or like, I don't know, somebody being like crushed in a gravity well. Instead it was just dudes uttering nonsense at each other.
Because probably what you said, it was a distraction. I would assume a real wizard duel that would at least been a fucking good hack to, maim someone. That would have been fun.
Yeah. But you would just think that if you were in the business of being a wizard and getting
Mhm.
into a duel as one, you would
Mhm.
have a way to mitigate dudes saying nonsense syllables at you. You know?
Potentially. I also don't really play with too many spells, so.
Yeah, me either. Should we go
Says,
check
says
to
the
see
Treant.
what?
Nothing. Where do you want to go?
We should probably go catch back up with Legato, right?
Oh shit! Did you? Oh, he's not here. Yeah, I guess might as well waste our fucking time here. He'll lead the way for them to go back towards Legato.
The party finds themselves on the steps of, well, like looking out at the theater house as a camera crew has been set up cameras trained on Legato and Devessa, who are like, if Legato consented, Devessa would have liked to have him escorting her.
Oh yeah.
And so like shoulder to shoulder, arm through arm, standing together. Behind is a tall, middle-aged orc woman who Riptide remembers, Hortense, and Dimitri, who is sitting a little bit like center behind of Duvessa. There are cameras and microphones in your face, Legato. As one of the reporters says, so speakers Legato and Duvessa, what do you think of the claims that the prisoner was alive? Duvessa will nudge you, and she'll say, the claims are unfounded. As stated, the body, even if it was undead, would be at no capacity to mimic breathing. What was likely happening is the theater house did not have appropriate standard lighting like people see on television. Tricks to the eye. Wonderful. Following up to that, just a few more questions. What do you think of this supposed arbiter presence in 10 towns? We've had reports from all over the world of handsome men and women in blue frocks saving children, but your statements seem to indicate something nefarious is afoot. Devessa will say, no comment.
God, I will
And
not say a word following that.
Hey, Rip.
What's up?
Can you these reporters? Do they have like press credentials? Where are they from?
Is there any indication that Rip can see about where they're from or anything?
oh yeah. They have like on some of the equipment, they have lettering that's IWDFF like 1.4. And it'll say like broadcasting station, but there isn't a lot of like other identifying information. It seems pretty like equipment light.
What 144?
1.4. So IWDFF 1.4.
So IWD, Icewind Dale.
Yeah, Icewind Dale. Looks like they're from Ice.
The crew do have badges on, but you aren't close enough to get a good eye on it.
As badges, I can't really see them from here. Kind of. Yeah, it'd be too suspicious.
Follow up to that, and this one is a little bit more for Speaker Legato. So we just had an interesting interview with the socialite Sir Fandelkus Landier concerning Goodmead, which, as you should know, is Dugansville sister town. It's your first week in office and it's already been put to flames. Some have been saying that the Dugansville response was underwhelming.
Can Rip insight if if that's actually something Surf said, or like see if he's actually being truthful with those comments.
Well, she hasn't. The reporter didn't say what Surf said. All they said was that there were rumors that the response was underwhelming.
No, but the insinuation was there that Surf made a comment saying that. That's what Rip's trying to figure out, if he's just using Surf's name to slander.
Go ahead and give me an insight, but this will be a pretty difficult one.
Logically, it's just something he wants to see, just because it's a quick talk. That it's like he's
Yeah.
using someone's name to deface, and he wants to see if Surf actually fucking said something.
If Surf was really about that shit.
Yeah. Fuck, that's so low.
I think between the reporter's like ambiguous statement and her confusing phrasing, you're not able to quite pick up. She's not lying. But there is what I will say that you do pick up as you're kind of studying the reporter. She doesn't want to be having this interview. Something is frustrating her. She's either not asking the question she wants to ask, or she doesn't want to be there. And not in a like I'm bored or I'm being forced to, but like in a I could be doing something better with my time.
Sorry,
You're
I
good.
just wanted to say, can Rip remember her for like later to go find her?
Absolutely.
Yeah, the comment about his sister kind of puts him on a little bit of an edge because he knows Surf's not that boisterous about someone, especially not about Legato. So yeah, he wants to investigate that a little bit personally.
Well, all that I can say is we have been doing our best with the singular, fire truck we have left. It's possible that while as we moved as fast as we can, the fires were far too out of control for us to be able to handle as in the time that was needed. Sometimes 5 minutes is all it takes for a town to burn down, regrettably.
Duvessa will pat your hand once, and out of the corner of her eye look at you with like this just a flash in time, this overwhelmingly like look of praise. You said exactly what she wanted you to say. And she'll say, Dugansville and Goodmead have been regrettably at the far end of the resource stick, with all of Dugansville and Goodmead emergency outputs towards mining operations. And the reporter will make a face and she'll say, there are insinuations of arson, that this was a deliberate attack. Do we have any follow up to that? Anything that you'd like to say at home for those watching?
Legato kind of like flicks his eyes over momentarily. I am unsure how to respond to that. I can reassure you that Dugansville and Bryn Shandir have no knowledge or of anything relating to arson in Good Mead.
We are in the beginning stages of recovery and putting out residual fires. As information comes to us, we will be sure to openly and honestly share it. No more questions. Goodbye. And Duvessa will bring Legato in like a little bit closer to her and just like brush past the reporter and down the steps. The reporter
Legato
go
has
on.
like put his arm out for Duvessa to take.
Oh yeah, no, she's like holding on to it like a grandma getting escorted across the street. The reporter turns and tries to catch Dimitri. Dimitri, so people have been speculating. Behind Dimitri, Hortense will reach a hand forward and say, "No more questions." For everyone. The reporter will turn to the camera and she'll say, "Great. Well, this was Heidi Mendel with Icewind Dale Frostfar Broadcasting Company, bringing piping hot news at freezing cold temperatures. Later on, we will be going over Lady Brenna's drunk night appearance. Stick around for more Weather at 2. Duvessa will stop partway. If she sees Riptide and Anne, it does not over her head. And she'll say, "Well, I have to
Go to lunch.
No. No. I ate."
Then what were those lunch plans?
She'll pat your arm, and she'll say, "It was lunch plans for Dimitri. I'm going to bail on them if anyone has any lunch plans with me. No, I get to circle back and go make housing arrangements for a sudden guest."
Oh.
Do you have lodgings made? Do you have Amelia Hyde for definitely set you up with the paperwork to use the expense account, correct?
Amelia Hilda did, yes.
I apologize. Good.
But we haven't had any reason to use it, and I'm not sure of the amount that is on there.
Don't worry about for the amount for now. If there's any issues or discrepancies, we will iron it out at the speaker meeting.
Okay. When is that?
To be determined. If some of the rumors percolating about the guest list of the Oozle, it looks like I will be making an appearance, so we may be looking at a kind of half-hearted speaker meeting on board the Oozle on the way to the Red Hetty event.
Me. Elsie was saying that tickets are like $150. Hold on, I have the list. We have poor, Airbnb, and pricey, but no amounts were listed. No amounts of money were listed.
For the Oozle tickets, yes,
The
there
Oozle
was.
Tickets, 50 was like standing room, where like I know that $50 for sure was standing room, where like you weren't reserved, but it was open to like
like standby.
Yeah, standby. And then it was oh fuck, it was like 2,000, it was 1,000 or 2,000 for the pricey one.
Yeah, Noble is 1,000, Socialite is 500, Pauper is 200. And kids are double.
Oh yeah, kids are double. I do remember that. Where is it? Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, pauper package, 200 roommates, but amenities and food are included. No drinks are included. 500 is 2 rooms, drinks included, and 1 dinner event with LZ or representative. Nobles includes all of the before tour of the Oozle, and then executive, own private amenities, view, balcony, and bridge access.
I can't believe you had that. Finger snap. Finger snaps. Even included the private dinner. Nice. Okay. Okay. Duvesta will kind of make a face, and she'll say, "Yes. Do you have a?" I don't know about that. You would have to go to the ticketing stall or the information booth over at the market for disagreeing about that. Are you asking if the expense account can cover it?
Yeah, I don't think it can, especially if it's going to be like per person. I think that's going to be rough. I'm going to have to take some extra jobs for that.
They do have a group package, and I do intend on at least sending Dimitri if your friends, whoever, I'm willing to subsidize in return for some help around town.
What kind of
But-
help around town? I'm personally amenable. It'd take convincing them.
Wonderful. She will walk you over to them, and she'll kind of lean against Legato and then gesture at them, and she'll say, "If you would mind informing them, were you listening at all to the conversation that the two of us were having?"
A little bit.
I was paying attention.
Well, me personally, I am willing to get you tickets aboard the Oozle. It would actually end up being quite cheap if
Okay.
we can get more people on board the group packaging. And I'm not bringing any children, so unless someone
Neither
here
are
is.
we.
Good. Well, I need help around town. I'm more than willing to facilitate bringing you on board the Oozle. Legato is amenable, but he expressed concerns for the other two of you.
There's
Oh,
one
well,
more. She's just not here.
What kind of work is it?
Investigatory work.
That's still
I have
awfully vague.
Okay.
several ongoing concerns with some business in Bryn Shandir, most notably an associate of your father's has tipped his hand and made himself relevant in Bryn Shandir, and I would like to know the extent of his presence. I don't care for your father's presence. I mean him in particular.
And who's him?
Zardarok Sunblight?
You're gonna. Yeah, he's gonna make a face. He's gonna make a face that like has a disdain look to it. Go, oh, really? What is he doing that you don't like?
That's what I would like you to find out.
I thought there was more. That, he's gonna look at Legato and go, I'm okay with that one.
Well, we have some information already on his interests, depending on the pay, I suppose. Or no,
Well,
you're subsidizing our thing. What am I talking about?
well, if you bring me good information, I think
4 of us total.
Get a pet. Well, if you bring me good information, any actionable information, really, I'll say, I'm willing to set you up at the Noble House. And if it's really good, I can be persuaded into executive.
All I need is socialite. I could even work with Popper.
Well,
Why
I
are
get
you trying to lower our reward for going
Y'all
after
can
this
do whatever
dickhead?
you want.
Oh, I want to burn him to the ground, but that's besides the point.
Oh well.
but yes, just information on Zardarok. Any information about some previous Zentarum? Some of you are too young to remember the Zentarum, the Riptide in particular. They were mercenaries back before the death curse. There's still a few operatives slinging around. Nothing ever good comes from it because good Zentarum should be good enough that you don't know.
No, it was part of a lesson plan of learning about it. I know of them. I've never met one.
I'm sure that's. I'm sure they'd be pleased to hear that. But yes, any information about Zentarum presence, and of course, any information about arbiters. I have been fighting an uphill battle, even just confirming they exist. Nobody except me seems to be
Like
concerned.
at all?
Well, we have a thriving book club culture, and as I understand it, I, along with virtually every other woman in my age range, has read the Arbiter paperback on her back
Oh,
novellas.
Yennefer Time, lovely lady.
Not Yennefer Time. I do not have a parasocial relationship with Yennefer Time, but I am certain that she would not stoop any lower than romanticizing and she wouldn't do that. She wouldn't go so low as to write Arbiter smut.
Yennefer Time would not write propaganda.
I mean, clearly somebody's into it. It's moving units, seems.
I'm sure some noble in Neverwinter who's secured his title with one of his bastard debutantes becoming an arbiter buys up the books in droves because my baby's an arbiter.
And then it's the best-selling book in Neverwinter.
And then it's the best-selling book in Neverwinter. And then all along down the used books resale pipeline, they wind up here after charity drives and the stupid books for orphan.
Legato's just nodding, and he has like a very nice little smile on his face.
Not even worth the Kindle. Not even worth the space it takes to start a fire. Wonderful then. Where are you staying in town?
Oh, that we haven't decided that yet.
We were supposed to go do that, and then there was a whole thing about a body.
A body,
The
and wizard duel, and
Oh, by the way, that was really boring.
at least from my perspective, we did speak to somebody at said wizard duel about the northern outpost. There was some
Northern
Oh.
Outlook.
Northern Outlook,
Yes.
and there's some
Good
certainly
drinks.
some yes, and after dinner festivities of some kinds.
Yep.
That's weird.
Not like in a sex way. That was not what I picked up from that conversation.
Neither did I, but she never specified. I just thought
Okay,
about
Yeah.
that.
scratch that. Find out what these after dinner festivities are, because when they say
Like, the
after
first rule
dinner,
is you're not
do you have a
supposed to talk about
time?
it.
Because Bryn Shandir has strict rules about no public events or private events after 11 p.m.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I don't know what they meant.
That's well, based on your tone and your surprise, I'm assuming you didn't know about this.
Well, we just got here
I-
and we didn't get a rule book, so
No, you were not in trouble at all.
I don't think I was.
I felt if you had been involved, you would not have let that slip. I'm surprised because this wasn't on my docket. I did not approve of any after dinner festivities.
Could just be
Um,
drinking too. I don't know.
Maybe.
Dinner, drinking.
Well, just,
Is the Northern Outlook a tavern as well?
yes, it's our nicest tavern. It's where
Oh,
we
there we go.
host guests, noblemen. The good queen and her champion were staying there during their tragic incident.
So sad.
Oh yeah, that's next to the pricey label.
Yes. Well, there's plenty of other options as I understand it. Plenty of people have been opening their homes to guests, not for free, and I can't entirely guarantee if they take check or promissory notes or expense account, but I do not handle that side of my business.
And then the other option was like other small places or hostels.
Um, uh, I do have to get to business. I'm going to give you my card. No, I apologize. So if you're not able to secure lodging by the end of the night, here's my card. It has my telegram, my phone number. If you're able to get the badge working, that's even better. It's moments like these that are exactly what the badge is useful for. Just summon my attention, summon my son Dimitri if you see him around, and keep me updated about where you stay. How long
Will
are
do.
you going to be in Bryn Shandir?
We
Oh,
we weren't supposed to be here for long because we were gonna see whether or not we need to get on the Oozle.
it
Or
would
drive or
probably be advisable to take the offer to fly, given the complications that we ran into trying to get here.
I'm sorry to hear travel was so troubled, but I hope nothing out of the extraordinary for our weather and climate.
no. Just an
There's no war
argument
on
about
bus.
whether or not to run over an animal on the road.
Mm-hmm.
Friend not into mercy killing?
That's what I was saying.
I told you to run it over.
That animal made a conscious choice to be out there. We should have just left it to die. We don't need to intervene and do anything special to enable that to happen.
It ain't
And we'll-
special. The special bit would be going around.
Yet somehow the car voted to not hit it. Just saying.
Oh.
It was an exciting adventure of a drive. That's all.
Well, if we were more clear about the type of pelt that the animal had, maybe I would have been really inclined to run it over.
True.
Oh, so you'd happily run over a crag cat. I see how it is.
Sure.
Anyways. So
Lovely bickering.
find information. You'll help us get lodging at thing, and yeah, okay, I like it.
Once I get our information sorted on what we already know about Zardarok, I'll start a comprehensive sort of deal, and then get that to you.
Wonderful. And, likewise, I enjoy compensating graciously for information, and I have historically not had. Our offices have not historically fostered a good relationship. I'm hoping that this time will work out. If there's anything the office can do in return, anything that you all need to know, I am an open book with some earmarked pages.
You're referring to us as the offices of Dugansville and Bryn Shandy, respectively, I'm assuming, in this case.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I have to go arrange staying for some guests. I hope to be hearing from you all soon, and do yourselves a favor. And if nothing else, get some of the wings over at the Northern Outlook. You never think such a high-end place would have wings, but it's wonderful. They have this like Cholton spice rub version.
Interesting.
Cure a cold. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. Anyways.
Real quick, out of character, I can't remember for the life of me. What is the girl in a miniskirt? What is that team called?
Girl at a bar.
Girl at a bar. No. Jason, the unit.
Heels,
Like
miniskirt, and
no. Like what is Jason? It's
KA1.
like no, like the. Why can't I remember? Jason's like squads. What's like the battalion called of the whole thing? Like what are they? Pilots?
Oh, what do you mean? Like,
they're KA pilots.
yeah.
Thank you. If you said that, I'm sorry. My brain was fucking broken.
No, we were all struggling.
No,
I was struggling because I couldn't figure out a fucking example.
Yeah, the unit, the actual War Machine units are called KA3s.
Thank you.
Or KA2s. Girl
And
at
they're
a bar
called a
KA2.
pilot.
Yeah.
Okay. Rip is going to go. Do you know where the KA pilots are? Where they're staying at all?
Oh, if I have to assume on the usual, we don't have KA pilots here besides what invasive species Captain Elsie has introduced. But if I had to guess, if she opened up her kind and merciful heart, they are likely either at the house of the Morning Lord or over at the trashy bar in town. Her eyes like flicker and she's kind of like mouthing through names. It's just very recently changed.
Take your time.
Kelvin's Comfort. It might be the Hooked Knucklehead. Or it's Stag's Rest. If I have to assume, they might be at the cheapest place, which will be for sure Knucklehead.
Hooked Knucklehead.
Okay.
And if you do see them out and about, please let me know. Every time she has released any of her crew onto the town, something terrible has happened.
Okay. No, I was just wondering, though. I just realized I had to talk to someone.
Well, take care. Don't be a stranger. Bunshindir is welcoming to all. Legato, and she'll give you a very firm squeeze on your arm. Thank you for the escort. And we have plans to get better clothing.
Eventually, yeah. This is kind of what we were able to afford so far.
Do you not have city clothing?
I mean, I have what I usually wear, but I don't have any ladder clothing so far.
Well, if you do have designations to be on the Oozle, as I understand, certain events will have a dress code.
Oh God.
That makes sense.
Kind of
Alright,
didn't have a good
All right,
situation
tailor
up until
shop.
this point.
Tailor shop is next on the list. We can add it to our card.
Yay. Well, actually, I'll appreciate not being in shitty warm weather, cold weather go.
Well, take care. And she'll go and she'll press your cheek against yours, Legato, and mimic it for the other side. This is a very standard. It's a little older. You're not going to see kids doing it a lot, but yeah, she is. And she'll walk over to Dimitri, who will extend an arm, and she'll take it, and they will head down the alleyway.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. Okay.
So, I mean, of the stuff that she wanted us to do, we do know that there are arbiters operating, but she would just have to take our word for it because the Elsie has the evidence.
Yeah.
And wants us to not say something, so it would basically point back to us if she went to go talk to Elsie.
Yeah, because Elsie said that we don't know nothing.
There's no
Fair
more
enough.
boss I can say.
Legato is going to look around and just gently herd them off to somewhere more quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say, I mean, if you're at
Rip
a
would,
tavern.
I was gonna say Rip would ask to aim towards Knucklehead because he wants, and he'll say it. I want to go talk to Keels because he made a slight face when he heard about Zodorok. So might be something.
Speaking of, we do know that he is, as they're walking, it's we do know that he's making deals to start moving Charlin around.
Yeah, but also, isn't he just also in town because he also has to go to this baby shower that is so important? Everyone must be at it.
I don't think he's actually in town. He said that the Aurora is gonna get set up for a
The Aurora.
And we have to meet him at that one place in like 3 days. Now 2.
Yeah.
So I don't
Okay.
think he's here, but he's waiting for us over yonder.
No, but if there's more info, I would rather have it on him. I don't trust him still. He's the reason I have the scar on my face. I still will never forgive that.
I mean, that makes sense. But
But I at least
so
want to try to talk to Heels if we can.
not only what I find really fascinating is not only are there apparently arbiters scurrying about, there's also Zant. The Zant are back.
It's probably just some splinter group that's using the name. It pops up from time to time in the papers.
Yeah, it's easy to blame someone who's supposed to be imagined, who's supposed to not be seen to target them, because it's not like they're going to come out and go, no, it was not us, I promise. So it's easy just to attack something.
Yeah.
Well, if they are trying to get as much business and money as the book said they were, I'm not surprised that they would have tried to find another way to get into the place where a lot of money is being siphoned.
Also,
Yeah, that would.
the arson situation in Dugansville.
In Goodmead, I think it
Good
was
mead.
because of the attack that we avoided.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. I was
Yeah, cover
too
up story.
busy thinking about whether or not what's his nuts was behind it. Sefik.
No, the whole. Well, you remember when we were leaving, the attack happened. Everything like hell opened up. Everything was focused in on the square. That was
Yep.
like likely the explosion we heard.
Well, we also were kind of, trying to fight getting into a fucking car.
Yeah, I was a bit occupied at
Yeah,
the time.
there was a lot happening, but I'm pretty sure that was the attack.
Okay.
Maybe from the Na Quali, the guy who hated the Empress's guts,
Yeah, no.
and the one who definitely doesn't want Vecna to be um alive or on the throne.
Could be. By the way, do
Once
either of you know that reporter that was talking to you, the one that mentioned Surf?
no, I don't
No.
know really any reporters.
I just
Okay.
wanted to know where they were out of, because I thought some of their statements about arbiters specifically were a little telling of what I think their bias might have been.
Must have
But I
wanted
mean,
to.
that's just the news in general.
Well, sure. But I'm sorry, you don't go out of your way to call arbiters handsome when asking an otherwise question not about that.
Well, I mean, to be fair, to be completely fair, like if it wasn't for the fact that that oh god, if it wasn't for the fact that the animal that we hit or didn't hit was trying to kill us, there was kind of an ethereal beauty to it, unnerving, but
Okay, like, so yeah, sure, but also not really. Uh, like, listen, I've been talked down to talked down to by an arbiter before. It was kind of nice, but that was a castle arbiter. Those are the ones that are good looking. The ones in Icewind Dale are probably not that good looking.
Sorry, please hold. I have to write this down.
How would you be able to
What?
tell? How would you be able to
I
tell if
was
they're good
talked to. I
looking?
was
And
talked down to by an arbiter. It was kind of nice, and
What was that, Rip?
I was just questioning how you would know if an arbiter was good looking.
because I looked at them.
You can't see.
She's
Yes, I
also a
can.
hands-on kind of person.
Oh, that just brings up a whole lot of comments.
No, I could see for 1 minute a day if I think really hard about it. And
Interesting.
I was in a situation when I was a
Mhm.
kid, and I elected to do that while being talked to by an arbiter.
Oh, interesting.
I gotta
Okay.
say, up until like you hear rumors about that kind of thing. I think this is the most I ever heard about him, though.
I mean, I guess I wouldn't know. They've just kind of always been around for me.
No, they're definitely when Duvessa was talking, she wasn't lying when she said that to us they're like fairy tales or romance stories and things of that nature. We're still trying to prove that they could even like be a real thing.
That's very funny to me.
All right, once they enter the tavern, Legato's gonna take a deep breath and he's gonna be like, "All right, love you guys dearly. I gotta use the bathroom."
Packed.
And we're at Knucklehead, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is packed.
He is.
Pushing.
Go
It
ahead.
is. People are on tables. It is, and I need to be so clear, before lunch. We are still in mimosa like brunch hours, and there are people on the table. Of note, the population of the tavern has 3 distinct groups. One, KA pilots. You know this because they're probably young and they have on the stupid pilot jackets, all with like individual embroidery, patches, medals, and badges. A second group, Terrafolk. Big, tall, pterodon looking guys. And then 3, probably people who came here after they got divorce papers from their wife and haven't left. Just like herds of fishermen talking at tables in the corners. And then, I mean, I want to say you have waitresses and other workers there, but you haven't seen anyone. There's fully one of the KA pilots just behind the bar, like manning it at this point.
Feels about right.
It's loud, not too precocious. Like, it is definitely lively and there's a lot going on, but it doesn't feel, there's no like tension in the air.
It's a worry-free feeling.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Yep.
You may now, Legato can now slip away to use the Legato room.
Yeah, the vibes are rancid in here.
Kind of a place where you drown out your worries, shit, to escape for a while. We had plenty of those at Waterdeep.
Yeah.
Did you want a place to sit, or did you want to go somewhere else? 'Cause I'm gonna see if I can find these guys.
No, go ahead. I'm going to find a wall and a corner to be in.
Okay. Holla if you need anything. If you need help, obviously, I don't think you'll need it, but
Yeah, I was actually about to say the same to you, so
I'll let you know if it gets crazy. He will walk off towards the KA pilots, scanning for the boys, and also taking a look if there's anybody else of note that looks out of place or looks like, they shouldn't belong here, and it's interesting that they are.
Interesting. Go ahead, make me like a perception check with advantage. I really liked your question.
Another +6, baby. Oh, let's go. Dirty 20.
Ooh, with a dirty 20.
Perfect for this bar.
Yeah, I was gonna say, no, that's good. I think what I'll say is this sticks out to you. Every seat is occupied. People who are like clearly not in the same group are joining at other tables. There's a lot of communal seating. There's no like regard for space. Nobody has a table. People are just taking drinks off of platters, except one man in the far corner has a table all to himself. He's half elven, a little sunburned, a lot of sun damage on his face, kind of fully graying now hair. And he is completely by himself with a cup in his hand. And that is like the only figure that I say sticks out to you as like not belonging.
Mm-hmm. Okay. He notes that, and where does he see the girl at a bar?
Yeah, I think you see the three of them. Heels is he's not quite manning the bar, but he
Of
seems
course
to
he's
be
back
like
there.
refilling the ice
Of course this
bin.
motherfucker's being the dad. You motherfucker, bro.
Yeah, I mean he's just doing like administrative stuff. Nothing. He he's supporting the party, but he's not in it.
All right, he'll walk over. And I'm assuming because the far corner, he's nowhere near the bar. He'll walk over to the group, and I'm assuming the crop top and miniskirt are like sitting at bar stools.
Yes.
Okay. He's going to walk up and basically throw his arm around one of them and go, "Where the fuck can I get a good pint around here?"
You do that. The like little crowd there erupts. You've got your arms around what has to be crop top, and he'll like jump up into your brace, looping your arm around him, and he'll say, "Do you have, uh, do you have your coin?" And he'll like reach into his pocket and pull out a coin, and he'll say,
Uh,
"You have to pay. If you want a good pint, you have to pay for it. Do you have it?"
oh shit. He'll start going like this, like trying to find it, and then he'll pull it out and go, "You think I'm gonna fucking lose this?"
Fucking hell yes. Oh my god. You're the man of the hour. Um Crop top will
It
kind of
is on my sheet, by the way. I just want to let you know it is on my
no, I
sheet
know that it
still.
is. But he'll like gesture over to Miniskirt, who will kind of swing around and go and get you a drink. And Crop Top will say, "Yeah, we got a little bit of shore leave. We have to go back to the usual at night. Night, because night. But day drinking. We just can't drink on the ship, but we can be drunk on the ship."
You gotta love it when the rules work in your favor.
That's what I'm saying, man. Uh, Soda Pop, and some of the other guys from Shirley Temple we're going to head out a little bit, well, about like a little bit after, what, 8? We're going to head out at 8, and we're going to go bar crawling. This is the pregame. Need to emphasize to you.
Pre-game?
It is not even 12. It has not hit 1 p.m.
It's surprisingly Rip has done this a few times. Rip has done possibly, maybe while underage, has done this a few times.
So
Jason just changed his name. Your camera's just flipped. It fucking fucked me up.
oh no.
I was gonna say that, yeah, that might have messed up Lee's thing. You're muted.
I could set it back for now. Give me 2
What's wrong?
seconds.
Are we on stream?
Fishy's setting it back. Yeah, we're still on stream.
Okay.
Lee shouldn't have to change it. I think he's changing it. It's alphabetical. You just got to put something below N.
Swoop. That should change it back. Yep.
Yep,
There
it
we
did.
go. Cool.
So he's gonna look at, you said it was crop top, right? Yeah. And go, this is the pregame. You seem to be lacking. I'm sorry, but you're not wobbling.
You think you can outdrink me? You're 80% water.
Yeah, no shit. It's not means it doesn't affect me as easily as you, wimp.
No, you've got to be a lightweight because it's all soluble. There's no
Wow, look at the big-
saturation time. You take a shot and you feel it. It's got to be. Come on. Can you?
Look at
you
the big
can't
word.
outdrink
Look at
me.
the big word for the little man.
You can't.
He's definitely shorter than him, but he's shit talking.
Let's fucking go 5'5" with 5-footer. Can't. He grabs. He'll take a drink.
Mm-hmm.
Riptide gets his, clinks it, and I'm not going to make you roll a Constitution saving throw for this one, because I think with the like criminal background, I think you just get a free one. I can't see Riptide like faltering on a shot.
No.
With that, sorry, you can say
No, I
one
was
more
gonna say,
thing.
while this was happening, he's gonna take that opportunity with the shot to look towards the guy in the corner.
He's kind of rocking back and forth, mumbling while kind of like going over his drink.
Does
With
it
that,
look like mumbling like sorry, I apologize. I keep doing that to you. Does it look like it's mumbling like he's having a conversation, or just word vomit while he sits there?
he's having a conversation, not sure with who, but
Okay.
you
Now I'm
can
good.
hold on to that. Legato, do you wash your hands
Of course he does.
while you're washing your?
He's careful. Sorry. This keeps happening to you. I'm so sorry. While he's washing his hands, what he does is he kind of like, if there's paper towels or any sort of towel, he puts it underneath the water that's dripping from his hands, so the water isn't directly touching the sink and therefore has the potential to shock anybody else who might be washing their hands at the same time. I'm picturing a trough sink kind of situation.
No, this seems true to me. While washing your hands in the Bryn Shandir genderless bathroom, because it's not unisex, it just says bathroom. one of the stalls will open. And it's like one of the flight attendants from the Oozle, like kind of coming out of the stall. She doesn't see you at first, and you see her kind of banking to exit. But then, like, you cough or like you turn off the water, and she circles back to go to one of the wash stations to wash her hand. She'll look you up and down, and she'll go, "Did you bring your friends?"
Why do you ask?
Just curious if anyone else with you. You know, the boys are probably so excited that Riptide is here if he's here.
Oh, I mean, they really seem to love him, don't they? Especially girl at a bar.
Yeah, it's Heels has to have a soft spot for him.
But I think yeah, we're all generally accounted for.
Cool. Well, have fun.
Thanks. I don't know where Anne went. I just kind of beeline to the bathroom.
Uh she'll kind of like huff to herself, like a kind of like a yeah. And she'll clear out of the bathroom. Anne, you make your way to a wall.
Yes.
It is seconds. Your shoulder makes contact with the wall, and instantly there is a guy on you.
Ugh.
Hey. Drinking? Designated driver?
Yeah. Yeah, designated driver.
That's cool. That's cool. So, like, what brought you in here?
My friend was looking to find some of his friends, and she'll like motion in the general vicinity of the bar.
Oh, that's cool. Wow.
Can I like help you with anything?
Do you, like, want to drink?
I said I was the designated driver.
Yeah, but if he's with his friends, you can
Also,
drink.
like, I want to be so clear that Anna's like looking at him with her fucked up eyes that make it so clear that she should not be a designated driver.
He's sticking to his guns. He'll kind of, whatever, he's not slick about it, but God is he persistent. And he'll say, that's cool. I can get you like a mocktail.
I'm good.
He'll walk away and kind of like mutter something under his breath.
Cool.
Marquez left. Outstand.
Anne.
Oh, he's back. That was scary.
I was chewing,
Legato.
so I didn't want to do the thing.
Legato, are you trying to regroup with Anne, regroup with Riptide?
So he's like looking out and scanning. If he sees that, I feel like he obviously sees that Rip is with the KAs. Then he like scopes for Anne.
Great. I imagine that Anne isn't hiding, nor like can she hide.
She's kind of obvious now with her stick legs.
You're able to see and spot Anne pretty well. She seems to be a little popular. There are like women at this bar, but like not really. And there just seems to be like kind of different pilots are trying to like cycle in and make moves on Anne and then
Doing
like
a rotation?
leave. Yeah, I mean they're all just going up like one by one. Like it's some kind of biological calling.
Oh my god. Legato Legato, being like going full petty, to be clear, um walks up to Anne. Just like it doesn't matter if she's talking, like if she happens to be talking to a lady, then he's gonna like hold back. But if she's talking to one of the she's talking to a man, he's just gonna walk right up and he's gonna be like, "Hey, can I get you out of here?"
Oh, you two. Oh no, wait, sorry. Uh,
Need some help here?
no, I don't. But what are we doing? What is the purpose
Well,
I'm existing in this place for right now?
well, he looks around. Well, Rip wanted to find the KAs. I think he just needs a break.
That's fair. It was a tough tough time to get it. Could you fuck off? I'm talking to my friend.
And Legato smiles at whatever dude decided to make his way over here, and he's all teeth, and he says, "You can buy me a drink if you want."
Yeah. Water off a duck's back. A whole step away to go get a drink.
You seem to have garnered quite the interest here, Anne.
Apparently, right.
I mean, it's not surprising, but I do regret to inform you it is a bit. What do you mean? What are you talking? Well, you can't see yourself. You are objectively kind of attractive.
She will like look down at herself. I don't think that's true, Legato. I think I'm just weird. And there are
And
some people that are pulled to weird.
I mean, you're weird. You're also thick as hell. So,
What?
thick? I can't look at Fish's fucking screen.
Like 3 C's, homie. 3 C's.
3 C's and a Q.
I don't think it's
Thick?
that severe. I
Thick
really don't think it is.
refers to if you have a big thighs, hips, and ass, all of which you have.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. But it's strange to hear.
Well, you didn't know what it meant, so I just kind of decided to give you the definition.
Yeah,
So,
appreciate that. I'll keep an ear out in the future for that.
Elsie screaming from across the bar, "Damn, girl, you thick!"
Just from a few tables down. Rip, go ahead and make me a Constitution saving throw to represent how you've been handling the last few drinking rounds.
Come on, bitches. Don't make me look like a pussy. I'm a. Yeah, I got fucked on that one. God. Spiked my. Say it. Kidding.
Oof. You're not doing bad. I think you've lost a few drinks, like just from like spluttering or coughing. Um, but you're holding up your pace with Crop Top. Heels, now done doing his administrative work, is kind of leaning fondly over the bar. His hair is a little bit wild, a little bit curly. It's still largely that winter white, but the roots have begun to like come in a like rich autumn brown. And he has to keep moving across the bar because after he rests on it for too long, the wood like grows saplings, roots, foliage. So he's just kind of moving place to place from the bar. So, as far as it goes, what the captain said, and this is Heels talking, they were in Dugansville, yes, and a horde came in, and well, we had that nice guard officer over at Goodmead who Aztec who came in, and he great helped out in the fight a lot, but according to how Elsie says it, so we have that ghoul there, the ones with the light beaming out of their chests, the ones cracked and torn apart by, well, that's a guy who killed it. Did it. I didn't see him in a mech suit. It didn't take him much magic at all. I have to say, some pretty impressive work. The people in attendance react as if they've heard this story countless times.
You know I don't know. You kill me.
But the kid does great. I've been pretty excited at some of the stuff that I've been seeing come about. And Miniskirt will say, refilling your drink. They've stopped using like new tankards and are just now refilling cups. A Miniskirt will say, yeah, why yeah, why are you here? Why'd you come over? Who told you about the party?
No one. I heard you guys were possibly around, so I wanted to come see you guys. Is that okay? Am I allowed to?
Yeah,
Well,
no. Crop Top says, no, banned. We never want to see you again. And Miniskirt's like, no. That's not what I was trying to say at all. It was just...
I'm sorry, this is for pilots only, I forgot. Sorry, I can go if you want. That's perfectly fine.
No, this isn't an event. It's not a party. We all just like to go to the same place. Also, plenty of people here who aren't pilots. For example, Azik the 15th over there, not a pilot. You look over at the other guy next to him, Azik the 14th, also not a pilot.
Interesting. I'm just saying, you made it seem like, you didn't want me here.
No. Stop being so insecure. Okay, you're the most beautiful woman here at the bar.
Oh, and I thought it was you.
Crop Top will make some self-deprecating joke about how Miniskirt is the ugliest man at the bar. Miniskirt will say, "Aw, thanks, love. I get it from you." You can spend a comfortable amount of time drinking, but it seems like the KA pilots in particular, Heels, Miniskirt, and Crop Top, seem hell-bent on ruining the next 24 hours of your life.
Before they can do that, he's going to look at Heels and go, "Hey, before you the bar call, do you mind if we talk for a second?"
Yeah, of course. Crop top and mini skirt will go, ooh, ooh, Heels is in trouble. And Heels will flick their ear and will say, well, we have to go old school. Can we talk at the bathroom?
Yeah, that's fine.
Great.
And before they go, he's gonna look at Crop Top and go, "You would only wish you were in trouble with me," and winks as he walks away. He's laughing the whole way. He doesn't give a fuck. I think I broke fish.
As you walk away, I think there's like some mumbling, and then you'll hear one of the pilots, not Heels mini skirt or crop top, go, "It's weird. Oh, Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Dyson Dynamics, where nobody changes their nicknames, and also Discord doesn't close the session down. When we last left, Heels and Riptide, you are now in the bathroom. Someone will leave one of the stalls. A wizard in red, a gentleman now face to face, you do recognize as one of the Arcane Brotherhood members who helped facilitate your leaving of Revel's End, who will look at the two of you talking, and he'll walk over, wash his hands, and then he'll say, "We're doing this again," and leave.
Fuck.
Heels, are you a hoe?
Did you understand what he was talking about?
No.
Okay.
I'm usually always talking to someone. I'm sure that this isn't.
One of those things.
What? But what's on your mind? Riptide, is everything all good? I noticed that your sister wasn't here.
Yeah, we went to the thing there, and there was blood in body parts, and she couldn't handle it, so she fucked off.
Got it.
I did have a question for you, though.
Of course, I'm an open book. What is it?
We'll see. Do you know? You made a face about a person named Zodorok.
Yes.
Did something happen between you two?
Are you asking this because because I made the face and not because... What do you mean between us?
Well, I don't know. You made a face of disdain or something when here to make sure you understand where I am on this situation, and he'll turn his face and show the deep scar. That was from him.
The two of you have something personal?
Oh, yes. Yes.
I dislike him because I dislike all figures involved in the Chartland process.
Oh.
We've hired on some retired members of his faculty, staff, and not a fan of what's being discussed.
Okay. Makes sense. I thought you heard more things than I have, and I was wondering if you had it. That's all.
No, I'm not mad at you, son. Who do we? And he'll kind of like cross his arms.
He's gonna make a weird face when he says that, but he's not going to comment.
Do you want us to do something about that? Is he bothering you?
Oh no! If there was something needed to be done, I would handle it. Don't worry. He's a fucking pusher. It was more so I was wondering because, as you see, my sister still admires him. After finding out the truth about him and I don't trust him farther than I can fucking throw him. So I was questioning, I was wondering if you have heard more because he hasn't been around in almost at least over 5 years since this situation happened. And now all of a sudden he's back and he's. Anyways, I was wondering if there was something I missed from that time that you might have known.
No, nothing that I'm at total liberty to speak. I think if you get in contact with the captain, maybe you can speak with some of his former employees that we've brought onto the ship.
Probably not. Given the situation, I just felt like I'd have a more understanding conversation with you and not being thrown around and told it's not my problem. That's all.
Yeah, well, let me know if you don't have to handle it alone. We get one free, yeah, the captain lets us take the war machine out to do whatever we want once a month. So
I appreciate it, but I can promise you I can handle myself.
you're really not going to get into a war machine?
As in, what? You offering to drive me around? He's being deflective, by the way.
You just seemed excited about the idea of being a pilot. I was surprised, felt like you changed your mind so quickly.
For my situation, there's never been a different option. That you know who my father is. We're not going to pretend like it's not true. It's what I'm going to be. There's been no other choices. So why pretend I'm going to have one?
I'm not going to sit here and give you a lecture, but I felt my life had been very prescribed. Came from a banking family. We lost that. And then I was drafted. My aptitude for being a war machine pilot was determined for me. And then there I was. And what I'll say is, I don't think I've decided anything for myself until while I was out running a missions in Chult. I got my ass kicked. My war machine was taken, and I was given the chance to join a pirate crew.
Really? You a pirate? That would have been interesting to see.
You're seeing it right now.
I meant so. I guess I meant a different.
I'm not mugging you. I am not robbing you right now.
He's straight up laughing, like you would have had a chance.
No, I'm a pirate. I defected from. I am a wanted criminal. Do you? I'm just saying, one of us has a dead or alive poster out, and it's not you, as far as I know. But what I'm saying is, you have a choice. It might be uncomfortable, but I can find space on a bunk bed for you. You don't even have to be a pilot. We'll find something else for you to do. think about it.
It'll be a thought, but as I said, it's options have never been there. So
Well, I'm putting it on the table for you,
I appreciate it.
of course. I have to go, unless, I mean, we can stay here a little bit longer if you'd like, but I don't want to be in the bathroom.
No, I think they're waiting on us because aren't we supposed to be leaving soon to go bar hopping?
No, we've got 7 hours.
Oh, well then we have 7 hours to waste. Why would we want to be here?
We can go anywhere as long as it's within Bryn Shandir.
Sounds like a plan.
When the two of you come out of the bathroom, coming from the back of the house are a herd of women in kind of like nondescript but nicely made clothing, all in heavy coats, all in unopened parasols, kind of like shuffling out, being led by one of the flight attendants that you had seen around on the Oozle. They'll shuffle out, pushing past the crowd, pushing past Anne and Legato, and then waiting just a little bit off to the door in like, I mean, just a crowd of very excited girls. Nobody is bothering them. With Anne, it was like piranhas around a cut wound. There is a little unspoken like barrier around the crowd of little ladies. Anne and Legato, before I DM prompt, is there anything that the two of you wanted to talk about?
I get that it's like a regional colloquialism or something like that, but
Mars, you
do we really need an extra word to call somebody fuckable?
Oh man. You think it's just an extra word? And there's phrases. There's several words.
No, I get that, but but like the communication didn't occur, right? Probably because like I grew up in Castle Never. I don't think anybody's calling anybody thick there, despite the what the bottom of the dresses look like. So whatever.
There's several colloquialisms. Sometimes we get more because, we get people that are trying to hide themselves up here and they bring whatever they learned up from where they were. So we got like thick, body built, tea, stuff like that.
E?
please tell me on the path by Rip like walks by. Please tell me. I would
Yeah, I mean, yeah. No, I'll give you this.
Yeah, like the body is tea. It's giving.
Dumpy, by the way, and then he'll walk
Oh
off.
yeah, dumpy. Can see it from the front. Hate to see you go. Love to watch you leave.
From a distance. Hell yeah!
Oh yeah. Which, speaking of Riptide, when you go back to join
Speaking of dumpies, oh, this is gonna be interesting.
miniskirt and crop top, you have Soda Pop, who is taking up standing, but he is like one leg mounted up on a chair and he's leaning in, rapturous audience, and he says, "But have I felt bisexual longing? I had a bisexual girlfriend, and that was a good experience. But have I had a bisexual experience?" I think I've had some
You're
homosexual
baiting me.
experience.
You're baiting me, fish. Fucking baiting me.
I just feel like Anne like is on the periphery of that, hearing it, and like you can hear how her eyes roll, which for Anne to roll her eyes is wild because she just generally does not move them because she has no purpose of moving them. But like, holy hell.
Okay. I have a plan. And this is gonna be great. This is gonna be great banter. So we all know, I have to preface this. We all know that Rip does not care for relationships, but he cares for the stress relief of sex, correct?
Right.
Like we all agree to that.
This.
Okay, I'm making sure we're all on the same page because the thought process I'm about to have is he has to at least convince the person to have a stress relief session. That's how he's going to play this. That's what I want to. So he's going
This
to
is-
walk up.
He's gonna make Soda Pop have bisexual longing.
Exactly. Yeah. He knows how to play the game, but he doesn't give a fuck for the game. So he's going to walk up and be like, "Oh, so you've never made out with a man before?"
No, I've made out with a man before.
Mm-hmm.
That's what a homosexual experience is. I've never had a bisexual experience. That's what I don't get.
So you've never made out with a man and a woman?
No.
Well, that's no fun. Usually they're pretty entertaining.
Legato leans into Annie's like, he seemed kind of unsure about that. No.
Hey.
So, so according to you, your thought of a bisexual experience is to make out with a man, then quickly make out with a woman.
Or vice versa, I think I would lead with a woman.
Okay. You're making this interesting because it's to experience both sides, not experience both sides at the same time.
And he turns to you as if he's about to like school you. And Soda Pop will say, no, because see what it is. You have a homosexual man to man, okay? Heterosexual woman to man,
Mm-hmm.
okay?
He struggled there for a second.
I think you forgot like that a heterosexual relationship can exist.
Apparently not for him.
I mean, he did have that bisexual girlfriend.
We've all been there.
My God.
Fuck. I can't. Soda Pop will kind of like lead away from the chair and will say like, I think you know more about this than I do.
I have had many times of experiences, yes. I'm just trying to understand you.
Okay. That's cool. Good for you.
Legato from the back is gonna be like, if I can go get one of my wigs, I can give you a bisexual experience.
Oh, that would truly be an experience you need to have. I would highly recommend it.
I think I've changed my mind about not wanting that drink, actually.
Soda Pop will like look. He like it takes him a second. He'll kind of have to like stagger over to get a better look at Legato, and he'll say,
Legato leans back against the wall.
"I don't like it when they're taller than me,
Oh.
but you know, maybe it won't be that big of a deal." Wait, how does the wig fit on your fuck, Captain. The doorway opens, and Soda Pop will like hit the deck. The quickest you've ever seen this guy sober in his life. His jacket gets zipped up, and he'll just like disappear against the wall behind Legato. A few people stir, not very many. Girl at the bar, definitely not. This doesn't dawn on them. But Captain Elsie will walk in and she'll scan the room, take a look at the like little group of women waiting by the door, and she'll say, "Okay, is everyone here? Great. We will start heading out." And Elsie will keep the door braced and let the women walk out of the bar past her. And then we'll close the door. And Soda Pop will say, "Oh, never mind. I'm gonna go back to drinking. I've had too many thoughts in my head. I'm gonna go leave." And he'll stagger back to the bar.
Oh, bye.
He's gonna lean over to Heels and go, "Was I a bit too rough?"
You could use kid gloves.
That was so much fun. And you're
No,
gonna see that Riz just drop off of him and he goes back.
Soda Pop is a bit of a incorrigible flirt. It's a little exciting to see him on his back foot once in a while.
Legato leans
Sometimes
over.
that's the only way they learn.
Legato leans over to Anne and he's like, first of all, that's probably why the lady asked if we were all if all our group was here. Second of all, that was adorable.
What was adorable?
Whatever just happened there.
Fuck, it wasn't.
Well, it was kind of cute to see. I don't know. I thought it was adorable to see Rip like try and flirt someone up, get a little bit of a rebuff, and then to see that doesn't go after anyone taller than him.
You will note, having talked to Anne several times, since that comment about heights, she has gotten visibly 1 to 1.5 inches taller than you had last seen her.
Oh, also Elsie's here. I'm sure you heard her though.
Oh yeah, no. Briefly, I think she left with them.
Did she? I thought. Oh, Fish, you made it sound like she opened the door and then she closed the door and standing inside of the bar.
No, she left with the ladies.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I did wonder what that gaggle of ladies was about. Were they just here to see the local wildlife?
I don't know.
You ever experience, like, I know you said you were in Castle Never, but did you ever experience that? Like, people wanted to go and sneak out and go, like, mingle amongst the proles and whatever?
Well, what do you mean by that?
Well, because a lot of what I've heard and read about Castle Never makes it seem like it's a hoity-toity enclosed society full of prudes. And I guess I just
Yes.
wonder, do they ever find a way out? Do they ever get curious enough to go see what it is to bump elbows with the people they're stealing taxes from?
Yes and yes.
Nice.
All depends on, who's dad or whatever the fuck.
Oh, that's probably how you get a bunch of Waylands.
Wayland?
Is it Wayland or Rayland? You know, the whole last name bit where they take a different last name so that way, you know, they're not connected to the royal family or whatever. All
Oh,
the bastard kids.
yeah. Yes, I would assume not a problem that I ever encountered, thank God. Nor had to deal with. Way outside my purview as like someone who swept ash cans and made sure that, pillows were fluffed.
Oh, you had the cushy job.
No,
Well, you worked inside the house.
that is true.
The door swings open. Captain Elsie will walk over like she forgot something and will like stand in front of the two of you as if like a bit like a student getting called up to the front. And she'll extend out a $5 bill to, so like 5 copper to Legato and say, please instruct Anne in what I'm wearing.
Can this happen every time? He pockets the dollar bill. Now you give me a treat. I'm not going to do it next time unless you got it. But then he goes on to describe her outfit.
Well, I sent you the description if you wanted to do dramatic reading.
Okay, so it seemed okay. First of all, great silhouette. I know it's gonna be a bit blurry for you, but it's like a really sharp, like it's sharp. She's got like this. You can it's silk. She's got a silk white shirt on. That's the top half, white little blob, and it's custom made. I can see the French seams on that, but my God, like, is it down to her sternum?
Yeah, it's a little like peeking above sternum.
Okay. And she's got like that V-neck down to her chest. I don't know whether or not you can separate the white of her shirt from the rest of her. But you can see some of her tattoos. And I like the interesting bit where you only have the one sleeve rolled up. That is a look. Okay. Anyways, right arm is the shirt she's got like rolled up past her elbow. Is that a full sleeve, by the way?
Yes, it is.
Oh my God. Also, beautiful watch. She's got those black pants on. They're clearly well-made slacks, ironed, pressed, cinched belt. Ooh, I almost thought you had a waist. But main thing
So
you should
not
know.
so not
Hmm?
thick then, I take it.
No, she is not thick.
Hmm.
Of course, it circles back, and I'm so happy it
Of
did.
course.
There was like 3 different ways I was going to circle it back, and then you said the waistline, and I was like, well, there it is.
But I really like the way that this like black coat off of her left shoulder is just kind of like sassy, mysterious. Okay, and she's got a hat on. Matches the hats of he looks around. Oh, the rest of the women in the bar. Very nice. And she's got her classic leather boots on. These seem a little bit cleaner. Healed. Very well taken care of. All in all, Anne, she's looking gorgeous.
Were you paid to say that?
No. You didn't see it. You didn't see the money getting handed over, did you?
No, she inferred based on the exchange.
Oh,
Here you go, Legato, for calling me gorgeous. I love that.
thank
Let's keep that up.
you.
I don't have long, but a letter for you, Anne.
Me.
For you. Take care. Did any of the pilots bother you, Anne, our legato?
Oh, they bothered the shit. The pilots didn't bother. Other people bothered Anne.
Oh no, I wasn't bothered.
You literally hear Riptide in the background taking shots.
Great. Well, take care. And Elsie will leave.
That was a stranger approach than last time.
Well, I mean, I feel like she was worried that she was too upfront, with the kiss. And so she wanted to kind of reel it back, do it the classic way.
Of paying one's friend to explain to them what they're wearing.
Well, what? Were you going to use your 1 minute a day to inspect her?
No, but
Exactly. She wanted to make sure that you knew that she was looking hot. That it was
maybe
giving.
then that means it's not relevant.
Of course it's not relevant, and she wants to make it relevant so she can, what is it? Inspire interest.
She knows that. Never mind, I'm not there. Sorry. Never mind, I'm not there. I'm drinking.
No, you can join this conversation. People are talking about it over at the table. I want to know.
It was just gonna be a stupid comment of Riptide going, Anne can't see, right? So how is she going to Spock interest?
That's why I was paid to describe her.
Cat's out of the bag.
Have you ever had so maybe this is just something that I reckon with a lot, but have you ever had like a friend that is emphatic with you, that they have this amazing story and it was so funny and they try to explain it to you and they do such a bad job despite their best efforts and what they'll say after you don't laugh is, oh well, you just had to be there, right? I just the explanation is not being there. Does that make sense?
I can't help that, Anne. You just said you weren't going to waste your sight on her. I got paid $10. I think this is a win-win situation.
Oh, I'm not complaining. Hustle. I'm just saying. Just
And look, I know that things are prone to getting lost in translation. I know I'm dramatic, but the
no.
main thing, I know I'm very, very reserved. I just, pull it out of myself for show. But the point wasn't in the explanation. The point was in that she wanted to be explained.
Well, yeah. Which makes that for her.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
So I don't know what you want, Anne. She's trying to flirt with you, but in a really, really weird way.
Yeah, I got that. I got that. I
I take it did not inspire interest.
This bar fucking sucks.
I don't know. I've been having a great time.
I bet. I bet. You know what? Let me use an example. Stand right there. Right. And I want you to take your hands, right? Take your hands and put them down at your side in like a V. A little bit of space with your hands like right around as far down as they would go, right? Got it?
Mm-hmm.
V shape, away from your body, right? How someone has inspired discussion about their outfit to me in the past was, hey Anne, come here. And at court, the dresses go out to a right about where your hands are. And they took my hand and bounced them against the springs. The fabric was soft. The structure was rigid but elastic in a way. Though, based on what you made it sound like, there probably wasn't really much to be able to do that with, anyways.
I mean, it was real body contoured.
That checks out.
So what you're saying is next time Elsie's gotta get your hands on get your hands on her.
I didn't say that. I'm just saying that that's a more interactive and interesting experience for me than having something explained to me, despite the fact I could picture it fairly well.
You flatter me. But hey, that's on her, I suppose.
Yep. Also, I will also just say, like, all of that being said, um, doing all of that and then, like, right after you leave with your 15 girlfriends is probably also not like a good way to go about that. And I was just guesstimating based on the group size. It could be more than that. It's just not quite the play.
I don't know if they're her girlfriends. It feels more like I said, the nobles coming down to interact with people. Especially since they were guarded around by some of the attendants and other people.
Oh, I'm talking about. Oh, those weren't the flight attendants.
No, the group of girls that came in were not flight attendants. They were completely separate. They were just young ladies.
Yes. No, they were the flight attendants.
They were the flight attendants.
Oh, I misheard then. Oh, no, yeah, they were the flight attendants. Do you think the flight attendants are all her girlfriends?
You know what? Let's go ask the guy that was waxing poetic about his bisexual experiences and see what he has to say.
I'm going to indulge myself a little bit longer, but then we will be closing the session. But I want to indulge myself. I'm giving myself this. So you guys are going to go approach Soda Pop.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Anne was just sort of joshing, but also, sure, why not?
Delightful.
Hey, dickhead.
Look, is he sitting at a table or leaning against a wall?
He's got his foot propped up on a table and he's talking to a crowd. And so I've got the arrow to my cheek, Fletchling, right? And the target is so far away that it takes seconds, what felt like years, waiting for the judges to call it back. but I made the shot.
gonna-
479 feet. So yeah, that's what the patch on my bet. Yeah,
Hey there.
Riptide is gonna hit Crop Top and go watch this because he's already seen. He already sees Anne's like fuck off attitude, especially with the first word. So he's like, just watch this. It's gonna be great.
Legato just like, puts his hand on the table next to Soda Pop.
yeah. What? How can I help?
Oh God.
Did
What
you
kind
just
of
come over to
questions-
call me a dickhead?
I mean,
No.
yeah, me,
Me-
yeah.
I also came over because you seemed kind of nervous when the captain walked in. What was that about?
Soda Pop, I think we'll go through every expression in the book, and he'll kind of suck in his cheeks, blow them out. He kind of starts wheezing a bit. Everyone is quiet. I mean, Crop Top is like holding up a conversation with Miniskirt, but what they're saying is watermelons and pizza under their breath.
Yes.
They're like drinking without drinking. This is the most anyone has ever eavesdropped on a conversation. And Soda Pop will kind of like, well, we dated.
Yes. The
And
tea
that is
is
where
here.
we will end
Insight
today's
check.
session. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Fuck.